How's
Yeah,
my
I
mic
said
sound?
it.
I'm using my headset instead of my other microphone.
Yeah, that's fine because that's what you've been playing with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you're not going to use that expensive mic, leave that shit here when you move out, and I'll use that shit. No,
Well,
actually,
watched
I
it
like this.
forever.
I like this thing because I move around when I do these podcasts. I talk and I move around, and I have a mute button like right here on the thing. So when I
I'll be
cough
honest
and
though, the fucking headset you're using sounds really good. Like,
I
if you
can't
started
believe,
using this other mic, like, I don't know if I'd be able to tell a difference, to be honest.
yeah, I can't believe how good it sounds. When I go back and edit these now, I do clean up the audio, with the
Hmm.
tools or whatever, but so I don't know how it actually sounds. Um, well, I do because, when I edit the first version of it, and most of the time it sounds good, but there are some times where I hear some background noise. It's like maybe the connection of the mic through the
Hmm.
USB. It makes this like like weird
What?
fucking yeah, bro. I'm telling you, I don't know. It's like a bad connection sound or something. But it's real faint. You can only hear it if you're listening to the podcast like on your earbuds or a headset or something.
Hmm.
So it's like way in the background. I don't know, some kind of digital or connection thing or something. I don't know. But anyway, welcome to the podcast.
Oh,
What's up?
What's up?
I can't really say I'm glad to be here, but we're here.
You're
No, I'm
horrible.
kidding.
no, he's not.
I know, right? No, he when I sent a message individually to each of you, and Cole was like, "Fuck, I'm tired as fuck." But if everyone else, says okay, then I'll do it. So, but anyway, check this out, bro.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to show you guys the Blue Mag stuff we got because, I bought the shirt for me and Johnny, and then the patches for you guys. So this is the Blue Mag on the front, and then this is the one I got in the back.
Nice.
I can't remember which number style that is,
I think
but
it's one.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
And
looks
then
good.
Johnny's is the other one. So same on the front,
Hmm.
and then little different design on the back there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
And then they sent us. So I bought you and Christian, or each of you, these patches. So I ordered these. So this is 1 and 2. There's 2 of them,
Nice.
same patches, whatever. And they sent us extra ones.
Is that
2 of
one?
them.
Are those all
That's the
PVC?
embroidered. No,
So
that's the embroidered one.
right. So
Is
they
it?
sent us one of each. So I ordered one of the PVC
Uh-huh.
and one of these.
And they sent you one
That's the
extra.
embroidered one?
Yeah, that's the embroidered
That
one.
one looks really good for being, like, embroidered.
Oh, dude, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
And
Qualities, it looks really good.
yeah, the quality on each of them are actually really good. So they sent us an extra one of each of these. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, because I think Christian, you said when I was asking you guys about the, which one you wanted the embroidered.
Yeah.
And and then Colt and I got you the PVC one.
Yeah.
So we have an extra one of each that they sent, and then they sent these as well. It's going to be shiny, but
So the sticker?
yeah.
Nice.
So
Nice.
this is the 4 of, so one for each of us.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
So these are really cool, man. But and then they sent a note on the bottom of the thing here.
Nice.
Camera looks terrible.
There we go.
There you go.
Is it right side up or is it
Yeah.
backwards?
Yeah.
No, it's right side up. Very good.
Yeah. Appreciate your business and your support for Blue Mag. Can't read the other part. Blah blah blah. Look forward to watching your blank the owner. I don't know.
Podcast.
Yeah, so I'll read it to you.
Can't read that? Oh, well, I'll
Says,
fight you on your phone. I got my
No,
screen
it
pulled
was
up
off. It was on frame.
Oh, right. Eric, we appreciate your business and your support for Blue Mag. We look forward to watching your podcast with the owner, BMA staff, Blue Mag Airsoft staff. So, pretty cool. And, dude, this paper they printed on is like the photo paper you get for your printer.
Really?
Yeah, it's super heavy. So we got the shirts first. Okay. Yeah, it's really heavy stock. We got the shirts first, and then so I opened the bag with both shirts in it because I ordered the 2 shirts and the 2 patches together. And I pulled the shirts out and I was like shaking them, like, oh, where's the patches? They weren't in there. And I was like, well, oh, maybe they forgot, you know, or I don't know. So I looked at the shipping thing, whatever. But anyway, they ship separate. This was in an envelope, kind of like wrapped up in this really heavy paper. So this, or the patches and the sticker, or the stickers. But anyway, so I got the this stuff yesterday. And then I ordered a poster and another shirt, which I haven't gotten yet. But I ordered a 2X shirt to see how it fit.
Yeah.
For like one of you guys or whatever. But I got the poster yesterday, and it came in this giant like poster cardboard box. One of those.
Oh yeah,
ones.
I brought that in the other day.
Right.
I was wondering what that was.
So this is, to be honest, I ordered this on accident. It was on their first, like, listen, I was trying to hurry up, okay, because I did it before I went to work. But I was trying to order a 2X shirt for one of you guys, and, you know, with one of these designs or whatever. But so I clicked on the first image that I saw, and it had it's the same design as one of the shirts. So when I went to checkout, it was the poster. But anyway, I was like, oh yeah, I'll get a poster. So this is I think it's a 18 by 24, like almost like a movie style, you know, the whatever. Posters.
Yeah.
Jesus, I can't even hold it up, bro. I'm gonna get this framed.
Cool.
I'm gonna get this framed and hang it on this wall back here.
That looks really good.
Let's see. Here we go.
Nice.
You see
That's
that?
awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it.
And that background is like a hot pink.
Yeah.
It looks orange on the camera, but it's actually like a hot pink. So it's fucking badass, bro. So anyway, it's pretty big. I'm going to get a frame for that and hang it up in the...
That'd be cool.
In here somewhere. I'm going to find somewhere to put it on. Maybe I'll hang it over this, take that towel down, hang it over the closet door there. Yeah. But anyway. So... we all just went to the recent event, Stonebreaker 2022.
Yep.
So, Colton, what was your experience from there?
I had a lot of fun, and I didn't freeze my balls off.
Yeah.
Camping at night. So that was good.
We didn't get rained out. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get rained on finally.
Yeah, the weather was great.
And I rolled down a hill, or well, really fell down a hill Saturday night because I freaking broke a pine tree.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What?
I was holding onto a pine tree that was like this thick.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me that. Yeah.
And I was holding on to it, and then the guy shot me in the leg, and I like went down just to like play dead, really. But as I was going down, the tree broke, and I just started rolling.
Did you let go of the tree?
Oh, I tried to hold on to it, but it didn't support my weight.
I mean, did it roll down the hill with you, or?
Yeah, I like pulled it out of the ground.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
That's why, was it Josh? Josh, yeah, Griffin's brother.
Yeah.
That's why he rolled down, because he was holding on to the exact same pine tree.
Oh, Lord.
And I ripped it out of the ground.
Yeah, because that hill was really steep. Like, because we were trying to sneak up on the other team because they didn't know we were on that hill. Like, we were kind of behind them a little bit. The hill is so damn steep. I was trying to crawl. There's like all that straw stuff on the ground. I don't know what it's called. It's like that, like thick, like, long shit. I guess, yeah. But anyway, I'm trying to crawl up, and I'm just sliding down at the same time. It's like I'm not moving. So we're trying to use those little trees to pull ourselves up the hill. We're trying to crawl. Unfortunately, people on green team had night vision, so they killed us before we could do anything.
And then rolling down the hill, I kind of hurt my ankle a little bit, so I didn't play the rest of the night or Sunday. But I could have played Sunday. I just didn't really want to. I was like, I'm going to stay here and just eat.
And hobble around. Well, I saw you limping. I saw you limping coming back.
Oh, I mean, it didn't feel good. But
that night.
I could have went out and played again.
Yeah.
If I wanted. But it was a fun event. All those events are always fun. Third Coast does a really good job with their hosting and stuff.
Really?
So,
did you fall down a hill this time, Christian, or fall in a hole, or trip over a pipe?
What did I trip over, Colt? Remember I tripped over one thing?
He almost did trip. He almost fell.
What did I trip over?
Dude, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Because you're the one in the past. You're always tripping over.
Dude, I fall and trip over something every event. This is the first time I've fallen over.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think that was your good luck charm being there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He tripped, but he didn't fall this time.
Yeah.
I think it was in the building.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I think we were going into the reactor room, and there was this little like piece of like it looked like where the crane mounted into the floor, like the overhead crane.
Mm-hmm. Is that where I tripped?
Over that? I think so.
That's not the room you want to be falling in. Fucking fall down a 100-foot pit.
No, you won't. Those walls are so high. What do you do? Going through that freaking?
Nah, there's other drops that only have the regular railings on them.
Not 100 feet though.
Yeah, but it's still a far fall.
But that one down there had so much plywood in it. That's why it's so expensive now.
You know, fucking bring a crane in there to get my ass out.
Nah, I could lift you up.
Oh no.
I could. I lifted down when he was sick.
Bro, I'm like 100 more pounds
off
than that dude.
The floor, like
that
2 feet from the floor to the bed. Yeah, carry a 300.
You're gonna lift me up with all my gear on,
right?
From a fucking ledge? I don't think so.
Like 5 feet. That's way different.
Oh, I'm not lifting you over the freaking ledge. We can get out.
Yeah.
I don't have to lift you back up over the ledge.
Hey, dude, I can't pull myself up. We think I can do a full pull up?
You don't have to. You just walk out the door at the bottom.
What door?
There's a door down there.
So listen, I've heard a couple of people talk about this inside those buildings where there's like not just the giant hole that goes down really, really far. You know, the one that's like the endless pit, right? That you can't see the bottom of. But there's other things that are like big cutouts with pipes running through them and stuff that are kind of a far or a deep, I guess, area that have like a bunch of trash and, not trash, but maybe like rebar and old things were just left in there from when they cleared out or whatever.
It's like punji sticks in Vietnam.
Yeah, right. Like punji sticks. They could be kind of treacherous if you fell in it. So do you guys, when you guys go in the building, when you're clearing and stuff, do you guys walk around those areas? Like, is that somewhere that's...
I think most of that stuff is blocked off now.
Oh, okay.
I know there's this one building that's not attached to the main one that has like these 2 pits in them that don't have any railings or anything, and there's like, it's like a, I don't know, maybe 20 feet, but there's like a bunch of rebar and shit down there, like old broken pipes and stuff like sticking up. And that you could definitely fall in, because like they never had that blocked off the last time we went, but this time you couldn't even go in that building. They had the whole thing blocked off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It looked like, because there used to be like 2 brick walls blocking the entrances, and then there was only like 2 doors on the other side to go in, and that was, I can't remember what event that was, but last time I went back, those brick walls were completely broken out. I don't know if they just broke them out, or if maybe they were doing like training with them or something.
Right,
to like breach through them or something.
Yeah.
But we were able to walk in there last time, even with the broken walls. But this time they had the building blocked off completely. So I don't know. It's like every time we went, there's like more and more stuff blocked off. Like they'll like weld doors shut and stuff, like on the inside of the building, on like rooms you're not supposed to go in.
Right.
They'll like either have a giant padlock or they'll just be welded. Stuff like that.
That was like when we went into the hexafluoride building. Remember, that's the one we camped in at the first black start?
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of doors that were welded shut that like led to a basement.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, they keep zombies down there.
I mean, nuclear refining facility, right? That's shut down, and they got this giant pit, and then they got those basements that have, the one where you guys were walking through. It was like the night game or whatever, where you're walking through, and it's like all the pipes run along the walls.
Yeah.
And you're creeping around with your flashlights, and then you guys finally went up, found the staircase, whatever. Like down there, bro, zombie heaven, okay? For real.
Yeah. The place is crazy, but nobody's run into any mutated creatures yet.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was good. There was like, I felt like there was so many people there that the spawns were messed up. Like I felt like we were spawning too close to each other, and like where they had them, the building was like, I don't know, because we went in the building multiple times and there was no green in there every time.
Really?
The whole building as far as we went. Yeah, it's weird.
So it was just like it was always, just taken over by tan?
Yeah.
Huh.
And they had an entrance. I think they only had one entrance though on the other side of the building. That was the problem. Because because there's only 3 entrances. There's that one in the very front that you could see us going, like from the parking lot or whatever.
Side, yeah.
And then on the other side,
we're lined up.
There's one of those 4 actually, but there's one, like that one door you could see to the right of that, like in the middle of the building. You go on like this concrete like path, and there's a door there.
Yep.
And I think Saturday during the day there was guys in there, like for a little bit, but they didn't last long in there. And then there's only one other entrance on the other side by the loading dock. That's it. There's only like 4 entrances to the whole building. And 3 of them were kind of blocked off from another team. So they only had one they could go in. So if we were blocking that doorway, they couldn't get in.
Right.
And then Sunday, it was just, remember I went out there late on Sunday because I woke up late. So by the time I got up there, we just controlled the whole field. Like, we couldn't. I got killed as soon as I walked up there because there was guys like hiding behind this thing as soon as I walked up. But after we got them, the green team was pretty much stuck in their spawn. Like, I went through the building, walked around the whole field. I didn't see any green anywhere. They were just all in their spawn.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, I didn't really get to do much.
There was also a lot of green guys still like
right at the end of the game, like 10 minutes left, is when they finally pushed around up the hill. But by that time, it was way too late to get anything done.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So do they? So when Saturday they started phase 1, and then phase 2, whatever, like, do they change? They mix you guys up like different spawn points each phase, and
No.
like on Sunday as well. Oh, okay.
So phase 1, we only had the spawn in the back rear of the map, so like all the way back past that tall building.
Yep.
And then down the road, like toward the woods.
Right.
But then at phase 2, so phase 1 only went till what, 1:30 or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So once phase 2 started, all the way through Sunday, like to game end, we had both spawns, the one in the front and then the one all the way in the back as well. Most people didn't go the one in the back. There was no point.
No, nobody wants to walk back there.
I think I did
So
like once because there was nothing else to do.
So green never spawned back there the whole weekend.
No, they did. They had a spawn like on that road that was on the left side, like all the way down. If you follow that road, like all the way back toward the woods, they had a spawn way back there.
But did they throughout the whole weekend or the event? Do they switch up like where you guys start? Like where your spawn points are. Like okay, yesterday tan spawned over here, here, and then today green, you guys spawn here, and then tan, you spawn where green spawned yesterday.
No, they don't switch it like that.
Oh, okay. So it's always, for the whole weekend, it was the same spawn points.
Right. Whatever's on that map that they gave us, or that safety briefing, that's what it is for
the whole weekend.
Yeah, for the whole event.
Whole event, yeah.
All the objectives stay in the same spot, and the spawns too.
Right. Gotcha. Well, it seems like if there was an issue with, one team kind of dominating the other, that they would switch up spawns to see if that, would help kind of even out the, kind of create some balance in the game. Because green team, when we were standing in line for the registration Friday when we got there, now I know that was only one, whatever, we were standing in line, maybe an hour or whatever. That 1 hour we were standing there, it looked like there was a lot more players on green team than there was on tan. And I know we talked about that. Yeah, I know we talked about that while we were standing there because I asked, and it was, so it just seems weird that, each, for the whole weekend, tan was, dominating those guys or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the issue was.
Well, the guy I brought over there to our campsite, Tonka.
Mm-hmm.
The one I took a picture with.
Yeah.
So he was on green team. He posts. He wears a GoPro. He posts on his Instagram some of his gameplay stuff, and he was like, some of his posts were like, these, a lot of the green guys were just sitting around or sitting in spawn. Like I think they didn't have as many participants, playing or at least gung-ho playing or whatever throughout the weekend as Tan did.
No.
Because a lot of the guys were just kind of like standing around.
Yeah,
that's what it felt like. That's what it felt like with Tan though too. Because every time I went back to spawn, there was like looked like half the damn team just standing there.
yeah.
I was like, what are you guys doing? Like they're sitting down, like got their backpacks like on their back and shit, like
yeah, leaning up against them like a
leaning up against a tree. I'm like, dude, like we just started.
Yeah.
Like why you sit down already? Like you're worn out.
That's a common issue that I found with talking with all these different people that play milsims, and this is across the board, like all these different countries, you know, throughout the world, and it's the same issue. So they call it milsim. In fact, one of the persons I talked to said they don't even like the fact that they call it milsim because it's not really military simulation. You know, it's like this lady was talking about. She likes the 40. Well, her and her husband or boyfriend, whatever, went to a 48-hour continuous, and that is like she said that was the best thing ever because they went to some regular milsims like Stonebreaker or whatever, where they kind of accommodate. You know, where they have breaks in between sessions and that kind of shit. And she was like, yeah, we don't really like those. Like, because like half the team doesn't really participate, you know, they'll go for like an hour or two and then they're all just kind of hanging out. And so then when you go try to, you know, take an objective, like, you know, half your whatever team you're on is not even there, you know.
Oh
so
yeah.
a lot of people show up for the social part, and which is cool, you know. But her and I were talking about how maybe it shouldn't be called milsim. There should be a different, because there's really no in between. It seems like from like a 1-day event, right, to a milsim. So I know, what is it, real sim is kind of another word they're using for, you know, more strict kind of milsim experience, right?
Yeah.
Like where it's maybe a continuous and you have to use like realistic mags, like 30-round mags, you know, mid-cap or whatever. And, but you would think that there would be like some kind of in-between like a 1-day event, just open play or whatever, to a milsim, because there's really not anything in between that. So milsim, everyone shows up and they're like, yeah, we don't really have to play. We'll just hang out. Or they just hang out in the spawn, apparently.
Yeah.
That's what they do. I'm like, dude, if I'm 315 pounds with all this gear on and I'm not in shape at all, and I can last longer than you, it's pretty bad.
To be fair, I'm not running as hard as these guys are.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. But even if you had 100 guys on your team and 50 of them are, you know, in halfway decent shape, medium shape, where they could kind of slow jog with their gear and get up to these objectives, and the other half are, hey, I'm just going to walk there, bro, you know. But at least you have 100 guys eventually within, you know, 5 minutes, whatever, showing up to these areas. You know, numbers really matter in a war, right? So it's but if everyone's just hanging out at spawn like the social club back there, it seems, you know, like, what the fuck you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Seems like that's a really common thing that I found with a lot of people I've talked with, where these, you know, a lot of people are just kind of sitting around and not participating in the game. And So it's not just this event, obviously.
Yeah, I don't understand it because like I think the first phase where we spawned in the back, every time I had to go back to spawn, there was dudes like sitting on the hill or like by the tent, and the first phase is only like 2.5 hours. Like it's not that long. You know,
and it's
to
first
index.
phase.
Yeah,
like,
and
it's the
like,
very first thing.
like, are you guys like? I don't know if they're helping with command or what or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to get back to spawn and then turn right back around and go back out until break. If you don't want to play the night game, I get it. Some people don't like playing at night.
Sure.
It's fun.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. If somebody's at spawn, so when you go back to spawn, so if you get hit, you go back to spawn. So you have a bleed out time, right? Like on the field, 5 minutes or some shit?
Yeah, your bleed out is on the field. Like as soon as you get back to spawn, you can turn right back around and go back out.
Okay, so you hit
you don't have to wait.
That flag or whatever.
Yeah, you do your bleed out where you get shot.
Gotcha. So as soon as you walk back, you turn right back around and go out.
Yep.
Okay.
When we're walking back, we get our tourniquets back off and ready to like staged again. Take our dead rag. As soon as we get back, we'll have our dead rag put away.
Yeah.
Like when we get there, and then we just walk back out.
Okay.
Or if we'll stand there and wait if we're like trying to regroup.
Well, yeah. If you're
like if a few of us die first, and then have to walk back, and then we'll say like, you know. So we had the radios, so we could be like, "Hey, I'm back at spawn. Where you guys at?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, we're just died, so we'll be back there in a minute." Yeah. So we might stand at spawn for like 5 minutes, waiting on the rest of our guys, but we don't stand there for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stand there for the whole first phase.
I was gonna say that, especially for a phase that's only 2.5 hours long. Like, yeah. So yeah, that's it seems weird that that's a common thing for a weekend like that where you guys go back to spawn and there's a lot of people just sitting there on your own team. Mm-hmm. Like, where's the camaraderie where they get up and go, "Hey, where you going? I'll go with you."
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? I'll help you take an objective. Like, yeah, it's weird. So what else did you guys get from the weekend? Besides sore shoulders and legs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
A lot of food.
You didn't have a lot of food.
Couple welts on my arm, but that's about it.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna tell you right now, though. What?
You did what?
We didn't eat a lot. I'm talking about. I'm hungry all weekend.
He said he had a lot of food. But I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. This what was that? Instant boil? What was that thing called? Jetboil, bro. That thing was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Thing's nice. They're expensive.
Yeah.
Without the canister, I think it was like $110 for that thing.
And then the canisters, what do they come in a pack of 3 or something?
I think you can get packs of them, but I bought mine individually. I can't remember what they were.
That's right. You did tell me.
Probably $10 or $15 a piece for those.
Okay.
For those fuel canisters.
Dude, they're so helpful, though. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. I cooked my ramen noodles in that thing in like 30 seconds, bro. Okay, maybe it was like 45 seconds, but it seemed really fast.
Yeah.
I mean, fast as shit.
Yeah, it works fast.
What was your favorite part of the weekend?
My favorite part?
Your MRE?
Yeah. No, MRE was not that. I had a bad MRE. That one was not that great.
What was it?
It's the fucking... Nah, it was beef ravioli.
Oh, okay.
Then it had damn chickpeas, unsalted chickpeas. That motherfucker didn't taste like nothing.
Those chickpeas were good.
And then it had
this dude was chewing chickpeas all night, bro.
It had the cinnamon or what, apple cinnamon fig Newtons in it. Those were good. Those were actually good.
Oh, okay.
Then it had stupid vegetable cracker. That shit's ass.
I think the fig Newtons were fucking more dry than the damn chickpeas.
No, they were not.
Dude,
Anyway,
those chickpeas.
overall, it was not that. The MRE wasn't that great. All right.
No.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
you had some,
are they
you had
supposed to
some
be?
other good food. You
Like
had
what?
some,
We got a burrito
those
from that
meals.
other truck.
No,
We
well,
got a
that was
burrito
good.
from that food truck that one that
Right.
Saturday or Sunday. I think it was Saturday. That was good.
Yeah. But that was
Those Mountain House meals were fine.
Yeah, those Mountain House, right? Those were good.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
Need to drink about 10 gallons of water after you eat one of those. Fucking 1,500 milligrams of sodium in one pouch.
For real. Your tongue starts getting fucking
Yeah.
desert lines in it, bro. Feels like you have sandpaper in your mouth.
I think my favorite part was just the camping.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't have any notable moments at this event.
As far as the gameplay?
Yeah. Like,
what was the difference between the other ones to this one?
I don't know.
It the fact that you guys have already been to something like this, or maybe GTI, so many times that you already knew, it's kind of getting old? Or
maybe.
Yeah. The objectives weren't exciting enough to, it didn't change up enough. Let me ask you this. Would it have helped if they would have had a third faction, like a bounty hunter kind of group that came around and targeted individuals?
It would have evened it up a little bit.
Right.
I think maybe the spawns kind of messed it up a little bit. There wasn't as many technicals as I thought there was going to be, like vehicles.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, what event was that we went to where they had all those Humvees, like, and the battle bus and everything? Remember that? Was that Iron Fury?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was
Iron Fury.
Yep.
So
how does that the extra technicals? How does that break it up? Like, how does that? Break up
so that one there was actually
excitement?
more. The objectives were more spread out. Like they used a lot more of the map. Like it was not all focused in the main building area. It was like out in the woods and stuff.
Yeah.
So the teams were just more spread out. Like you weren't getting spawn trapped like we were. There wasn't a lot of spawn fighting. And also, those Conic. They did?
At Iron Fury, there was 4 different factions that were all fighting against each other.
What was it? What were the factions?
There was the Green and Tan, which was just Eastern Western, and then there was like 2 other factions that were like Special Forces.
I remember that.
I can't remember their names, but remember they threw them in like right at the end, and we were like, where'd these guys come from?
I don't remember that.
That's because your memory sucks.
Yeah, I know, it's really bad. I just felt like with the more objectives, more spread out, and all the vehicles, it just felt a little better.
Yeah.
Because you're like, at this event, if you stood outside, like you didn't really have that much danger. There's only like 2 technicals, and technicals die really fast. Like you would think they would just come in and mow like teams down, but they don't. They die super quick.
Oh,
People got grenades and tag-ins, all kind of shit. They take them out really fast.
Yeah, that's true.
So now the battle bus couldn't be killed. That was the interesting part of the other event.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you could kill the battle bus, and it had like 4 turrets on it.
Oh,
so when that thing came through, you had to fucking figure something out.
It was like the helicopter come around. Like,
yeah.
You can't shoot at it. There's no point. It's just,
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I think if I'm remembering right.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the battle bus couldn't be killed.
And plus that, there was like 5 other technicals, plus a bunch of transport Humvees and stuff you could get on and ride around different objectives. I think everything was just too focused in that main area for having 600 people there. You know what I mean?
I agree. Well, see, that was my take on it as well. And I spent very little time up on the top shelf, I guess, or where the building was. But I felt like that was the center point. And even though there was objectives other places, it seemed like everyone just ran up there.
Yeah.
And so when I was, I started out up top, on the first day, in the first phase. And right after the briefing, I was up there talking to Sal, whatever, like right by that big white bus. And it's like that's where all the action, that's where all the teams were coming to. Whatever side of the building, they were going to rush or whatever. So that was the center point. And then once I went down, kind of like down the hill, back towards where the helicopter was taken off from, it's like there's that dirt or, gravel road, dirt road that goes up to the building on that side. There was teams, respawning, I guess, down there. And they would run up that hill and just stand at the base of the hill, kind of just at the crest where they could shoot over with, they were stuck there, basically. And they were trying to shoot their way up, to the building. And so they would stand there forever, because I was standing there quite a while, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And they're like still standing at the top of this, driveway, kind of going up a road, going up to that area by those Connex boxes. And they're just ducking down and shooting, ducking down and shooting. But they were really stuck there. Just seemed like a kind of a bottleneck of a area where they didn't really have anywhere else to go.
Right.
So,
trying to think about those spawns that we had on the other events, because they could have went down the road. Well, no, remember that that parking lot, across, down the hill past the main road, in between the main building and the dorms, Colt?
They had that blocked off.
That was not blocked off at one point.
Well,
so you could run through there, fight in there, and then get over to the big tall building too. So you weren't stuck as much. Because if you try to run down that main road and then around to the tall building, there's people on top of the hill. They can hit you from there. It's really hard to get over there. So I think there was just a huge bottleneck for green team right there.
Yep.
Getting stuck.
Yeah, because when they started, you guys all started, there was that one Humvee that was just like a regular civilian Humvee that was kind of like a goldish silver, whatever it was, silver Humvee that had it was a technical, but it would look like a
talking about the Hummer?
Vehicle. Yeah, the Hummer.
Hummer, yeah.
So that actually, and that was driving people around, transporting people around here and there. Well, right when the game started, probably 5 minutes in, that thing pulled up right from the back of where the trailers are, where Johnny was staying on that road, and started turning up into that parking area thing, whatever you're talking about. There was a couple of Connex boxes here and there, and then there was the excavator or heavy machinery or whatever, dirt movers and stuff. They were sitting in that concrete pad there. They started pulling up through there, and they had yellow tape around it. So they pulled up in there, and Sal, him and I were talking, and he just broke off and started, yelling at them like, no, you were, because we were at the top of the hill where he was doing the briefing. And he was like, you cannot unload there, get out of there, whatever. Like it was a blocked off area. So it seemed like, and I know that you guys played in the area before, because I remember seeing your GoPro videos where you were shooting from, there was like a big stack of pipes on that concrete pad that you guys were, using as cover and shooting whatever area, but you guys were on that pad. That was like playable area or whatever, but this time it wasn't. So it seemed like a lot of things were blocked off.
Yeah, that's not necessarily Third Coast's fault, I don't think. GTI blocks all that stuff off and tells them where they can and can't go.
Absolutely.
Due to whatever reason, so.
Right.
Yeah, I just think all the objectives were way too close together for having that many people there. There was a shitload of people there.
Right. I mean, 700.
Yeah, I don't think they. I don't think they utilized enough of the field. I mean, it was a nice weekend. It wasn't wet, so I don't know why they didn't use like all the woods and stuff in the back like they did in the past.
Yeah, that could be a like you said, Christian, that could be a a GTI kind of thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Well, I had fun, man. It was, my first event, and bro, I didn't realize how far we had to walk to these different areas from the campsite. Oh, yeah. I was like, okay. And I mean, you guys know how I've been since the beginning of this issue I've had. And for me saying this right now, you're going to be shocked. But I would tell you right now, Saturday afternoon or Saturday night or especially Sunday morning, if we had a wheelchair there, I would have jumped in that fucking thing and had y'all push me to like the final thing. I'm not even kidding. I would have swallowed my pride, got in the fucking wheelchair, and had one of y'all push me around because my legs were fucking shot. But I really wanted to get out there and film some shit, whatever. Especially the end event or the final wrap up and ceremony or whatever they do. So, but I just could not walk another 20 feet.
Yeah.
If I couldn't make it to the outhouses, whatever. Like, whatever. So, but I had a great time though.
I did too.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, despite all the other stuff, I still had fun at the event. I mean, just the experience of everything and like camping, for 2 days there. Everyone's out in the field camping, get to see everyone's camping setup and, how they get ready with all the gear and shit. It's fun.
Yeah. Now, is this, you guys have been to 8 or more milsims, right? Like 3 days, 3-day events, 8 or more in the last 3 years?
Yeah, I think we have been to at least 8.
Yeah.
See, Vietnam, 2 Black Starts, Iron Fury, Iron Dagger.
2 Stonebreakers.
Stonebreaker last year?
Yep.
2 Stonebreakers.
Don't forget Cryptic City.
Cryptic
City, that's 8.
I think it's been exactly 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, would you want to do, either of you, would you want to do a, like a 40-hour real sim kind of thing? Continuous?
Already done 2 of those.
Which ones?
Vietnam and Iron Dagger, which is the one we went to last November.
Well, Iron Dagger was only 24 hour.
24 hour, yeah.
No. Was it?
Yeah, it was. It started Saturday and ended Sunday.
Oh, yeah. It was Saturday morning to Sunday afternoon. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've done 24-hour continuous.
The Vietnam one, we left early because we were all fucked up from the rain. None of us wanted to play anymore. We were done.
It was your first.
We left, Saturday night, didn't we, Colt? But we played Friday and Saturday. Like, it was one of the events that started on Friday.
Right.
Friday night at like 4 or 5.
You guys pretty much did it.
That was our first one.
On that.
That was our first milsim we ever went to, was that one, yeah.
Right. Yeah, so
it would have been even worse, too, because you're supposed to, like, sleep in the field, play all night, like, all that stuff, but it rained too hard, they couldn't.
Yeah. People were getting washed out.
Dude. That's how if people would have slept out there, they would have drowned.
Probably didn't see people floating away in the damn rain.
For real. But,
It rained really bad Friday. But I think Saturday, like, midday, it didn't rain, right?
No, it rained Saturday, too.
Remember we were, like, all the way at the back at the outpost with the cum flag guy?
Yeah.
When the tank rolled up? It wasn't raining then.
What kind of flag? What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't remember this fucking dude found I don't even remember what kind of flag it was. He found a flag and it had a big fucking white stain on it. And he called it the Creed flag.
Oh my god.
You know what it was. Didn't we see that guy at another event? We're like, oh, hey, it's Creed flag guy.
Yeah, he was at. I want to say he was at one of the Black Starts.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
And I literally looked at him and I was like, that's a cream flag guy. He was like, oh yeah, hey, what's up?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. So would you want to do a 40-hour continuous?
I'd do one again.
I mean, I would say
so
yes.
Do you think, so based on like, what we're talking about, where you go back to spawn and there's, half your team is sitting there at spawn just fucking bullshitting around, socializing, whatever, instead of playing. Would you rather have a continuous event where, majority of people on your team are more engaged?
Yeah, I mean, at Vietnam, they our fucking CO literally came and woke us up and said, hey, you guys are sleeping. It's time for you to go out there.
Yeah.
You don't just get to stand there and sit there forever. Like, you get orders to go places.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you like that better, do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Compared to this,
I think so.
Or maybe, what if there was like a...
Well, actually, I want to say one thing before you... Vietnam was the only event we went to where we had to set up our camp at the... whatever it was, with the commander. Yeah. We had to get everything from our vehicles and go park them in a specific location, and we weren't allowed to go back. Right. They said if you go back to your vehicle, then you're not playing anymore. Yeah. Right. So that's the only event we've been to where it was like that. It was interesting.
Yeah. There's a huge gap between that kind of event, and it's probably the expectation, right? So at this Stonebreaker, there's nobody back there at the spawn telling these guys, hey, you can't sit here for more than 5 minutes. Get out.
No.
Either go to your tent or get on the field, so that way when you go back, because it kind of kills morale. Mm-hmm. If you got, your team, there's 3 or 4 of you coming back to spawn, and you see, 15 of your guys, on tan team sitting here just smoking and joking at the spawn, and you just got there, and they're already there, and they don't even have look like they have plans of heading back out on the field. You're like, what the fuck, bro? Are you with our team, or what are you doing? That kills morale. So it seems like maybe there's a balance between that kind of event, those different phases, whether they're only 2.5 hours, to a 24-hour continuous, 40-hour continuous, where maybe there's a 6-hour continuous, or even just a 3-hour, but each phase continuous, 3 hours, where you cannot sit at spawn for a couple minutes and then get the fuck out. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe there's if they incorporate some rules like that, that would help.
I think
maybe
direction.
Maybe that's it too.
Yeah, people just need direction. They just need to know where to go.
Because remember that guy when we did our PCIs, our pre-combat inspections, we were standing in the lines, and he was our squad leader or whatever. I don't know if you saw him. He was supposed to be our squad leader. I'm asking, I don't know if you saw that guy or not. He was standing there. Yeah, he was standing in the front of our line.
Oh, okay.
And he was doing our PCIs and lining us up and stuff. He was the one that pulled out his phone and told us what squad we were in. Yeah. We knew what company we were in, but we didn't know what squad we were in.
Yeah.
So he said, "Hey, I'm not going to spawn with you guys. I have a helo mission." So we said, "Okay, we'll link up with you later." We never saw him again the rest of the event. We didn't know where the hell he went.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little disorganized, I guess. You have to be a part of planning pages and stuff on Facebook, which I don't even know how to get Like, I don't even know where those are at. Like, you're supposed to join like a page before the event, like a different page that has all your teammates in it. But I didn't hear anything about that, so I didn't know what was going on.
Well, why don't they have? I mean, you know, aside from the online stuff, like when you show up in person, you're there, right? With all your gear, with all your shit, you're ready to play. There's 700 people there. Why don't they have individual, you know, they have them one main briefing, right? Why don't they have whatever, like, just like a military, you know, where you have platoons, squads, fire teams? They should have all that broken down to where your CO or your platoon, you know, commander or whatever, get you guys together, like on a Friday afternoon or Friday night, and or Saturday morning, whatever, and then gives you direction to, hey, this is what we're going to be doing. We spawn over here, here, and here. If you get lost, go back to here or contact me on comms. Right? Like, has that ever happened in any of the 8 events you guys have been to? The 3 days, 3 mil sims or whatever. Like, good communication like that with your COs and that. Or is it all just individually team based? Like,
no, Vietnam it was good, and Iron Fury. Okay. Iron Fury, our squad leader, was a guy that I think was like currently in the Air Force or something like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know what was different about that event. I can't remember exactly, but we were stuck with him. We got orders to like go do this and that from like CO, and we like fucking went and stood. That was the event where I tripped and fell on the roof. My helmet rolled off. So we were up there because they told us, "Hey, go up and hold this roof." We stood up there for like, I don't know, fucking hour and a half or something, because that's what they told us to do.
Right.
So that one was a little bit more organized.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a common theme. Well, anyway, I had a great time there. You know, the social part of it, you know, was my first event, seeing, you know, how everything was run, seeing how many people were there, all that kind of cool shit. And of course, I didn't have to go out there where you guys had to go. So I kind of came and went as I pleased. So it was kind of cool for me, but I had a good time for sure. I know you guys had a good time as well. And it was really cool at night with Johnny and Travis and all those guys, you know, Griffin and Josh, sitting around the fire and drinking and talking. It was cool. Definitely fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, let me ask you this. The origin of TriFecta Airsoft. So what's the history in your head or your mind of how we started?
He talked to both of us, I think, at the same time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were playing some game or something. He was talking to us on Discord about it. And then we were like, dude, that sounds awesome. So we started looking stuff up. Like,
yeah, I think he said he had went somewhere with some people and played, and then he wanted to see if we wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I had always been kind of interested in Airsoft. Like, I watched videos and stuff, just never knew like where to play or how to get into it. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
as soon as I had like a link, you know, to be able to get into it, and it was just a no-brainer for me.
Right.
And then we started talking about those mystery boxes, because we're like, oh, look, it's only $200, so you can get like this and that. You know what I mean? It was kind of like a value thing for us at first. So when we got those, and we kind of had the idea to just make a video on it, because we had originally done that one video before.
Yep.
Like Airsoft. So I was like, hey, what if we do a video on this? You know, I didn't really think anything of it. I just thought it'd be, you know, fun for you or whatever, because you like to make videos. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was really it for me. It was the boxes, opening those boxes was really like, I don't know, man. It was so fun.
Yeah.
opening those things up on video.
Yeah, it was.
But
yeah, I miss doing that.
Yeah, opening the boxes and then going to the events. And really, it's not even the actual event. It's just being together and like hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Now, what was
Yeah.
your guys' very first, like, ever Airsoft experience with JP? Was it Vietnam? That was it? Like, you
No.
went from nothing to...
It was either SQ or Red Fox. I think we went to Red
right.
Fox a few times with like, our first time was at Red Fox.
Okay.
So Red Fox only does paintball. You know, they have all the paintball. They have like 160 acres or something like that, like tons of different fields.
Wow.
And they have, or they normally do paintball, like it's a paintball place.
Yeah.
So they have like all the rentals and air and mass and stuff for paintball. But if you want to play Airsoft and you bring your own group and all your own stuff, you just pay the field fee and you go out and play wherever field you want, or whatever field paintball is not using at that time. So we did that first. It was just like a group of like 10 of us. So like we all had like the really cheap guns, like, you know, the ones that we didn't really. I think I had just bought like a gun. It wasn't even from a box or anything. I just bought a gun.
Yeah, because before we started the channel, you guys bought, you know, you had your own like cheap guns or whatever before we started doing the unboxings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did Red Fox a few times, and then we did SQ.
That's right.
And then just went from there.
So the first time you guys went, you guys were like, "Yeah, this is cool. We want to do more."
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the first time we went. Nothing bad happened, and it was just the experience was so cool.
I mean, there were one day, you know, just like
just little pickup games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very little commitment. Yeah, you know, you just have some crappy gear or whatever. You know, doesn't really matter, and you just run and gun for most of the day, and then you're done. And you leave. You know.
Yeah.
The milsims are a huge commitment. You know.
Yeah.
Between the gear you have to have, having the proper gear, and then, you know, the ticket cost and drive time, and make sure you have food while you're there.
Yeah.
You know.
Gotta bring a lot of extra shit with you that you don't have to bring on regular.
Yeah, 100%.
If you just go play, you know, for pickup games or whatever.
Oh yeah. So have you guys talked to Johnny about the next event yet? I know he said
not yet.
He mentioned something in a text about something in July, but he never commented back.
Yeah, we said we had to work that weekend, so we said, all right.
That's right.
Probably looking for something else.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, it was good to talk to you guys about the event.
Yeah, for sure.
So I can't be stuck on the field. Y'all be dragging my ass back to the tent.
I have to piggyback.
Put him on a stretcher.
Oh, fuck. I know.
Fine, carry.
We just need to get him a electronic wheelchair with tank tracks on it.
I know, right? Well, we did talk about that. You mentioned a couple times at the past event about turn my Jeep into a technical where I can just drive, you know, through the thing. That's a great idea. I really, you know, that would be perfect. But yeah, I'll have to see what's involved with doing that.
Yeah, but that's also your daily driver right now too.
It is.
I don't know if you want a hole cut in the top of your daily driver for work.
Fuck that motherfucker, bro. I don't care. I'll figure out a way to put a plexiglass top on it with like wing nuts or something, you know, giant wing nuts, just to seal it for like rain and shit, and then just pop that thing off for the event.
Yeah.
I don't care what it looks like. Hell yeah. Oh, cool. All right, guys. Thanks so much. It was awesome talking
man.
to you.
Appreciate it.